name now.
Yeah, yeah. Welcome to the 50 Show, presented by Category 6 Sports. I'm your host, 50, and I got the one and only. You know, you see it, Ed is on the timeline, the best in the nation. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Yeah, I told you. I told you, man. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what I'm saying? He do a lot of interviews with a bunch of recruits. Like, this is really a personable guy, man. Like, I love what he do. Give it up for my boy Chalupa Batman, man. Give it up for my boy, man.
Hey, thank you,
Boy.
bro. Thanks for having me. I feel like I've
Yeah.
made it now. I'm official. I'm official now that I'm on Category 6. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is the mark right here. This is a golden star on the floor in Hollywood for Kane's content creators.
I appreciate that, man, because hey, you've been doing your thing for a little minute, and you've been making moves, man. I've been seeing you younger than me. I'm trying to get to where you at. It's no hate in my body. You feel me? So yeah, there's no hate in my body, man.
I'm not as young as I look, man. People be thinking I'm like 20. I'm 35. I'm 35. I'm not as young as I look.
You 35? Then
I
I
told
gotta
you.
take that back. You older than me.
See, I told you. It's
What?
just and when you're surrounded by anime stuff, people just assume it's how it works. It's how it works, dog. I be
Damn.
getting ID. It's terrible.
Oh, that is crazy. That is crazy. And you
People
look
don't be
way younger
believing
than
me,
me.
fam.
And you look
Dog,
younger than
people
me.
don't believe me, dog.
Oh, that is crazy. But man, I'm
Yeah,
glad
people
you
come to my
showed
job
up, man.
like, man, how am I gonna work for somebody younger than me? I'm like, first of all, the disrespect. You gonna work for me because I said so. Number two, I'm older than you. Like what?
Yo, man. But yeah, let me get straight to some of these chasers, man. First day first, my boy Shard. Thanks for coming, subscribing with the Go Canes and the U's up. Shout out to you, my boy. My boy Michael Walker. Thanks for coming, subscribing with 50. What's good, my boy, with the
Hey,
U's up? Yeah, yeah, they be throwing them U's up. My boy Kane Forever. Thanks for coming, subscribing, and being a member. What's up, 50? Batman, what's good, fellas? First day, let's go. Canes, yeah. First day. My boy
let's
Roy
go.
P. My
Hey,
boy Roy
Roy.
P. Yup. With the U's up. Thanks for coming and subscribing. Either Done with the U's up. Thanks for coming and subscribing. And DJ Rayman with the U's up. Thanks for coming and subscribing, man. And I'm gonna talk about it because I know you done heard about it too. And I'm in some of the chats with you too. That's the crazy part. And I was looking, I'm like, damn, Malachi Tony is making a name for himself. First practice. Like, they talking like somebody gonna have to hit that
Bro.
Greyhound. Like, he coming for jobs.
He liked that, but we knew that. I think some of the rest of the country don't because of his ranking. He's criminally underrated. So I think
Right.
some of the rest of the country may be a little surprised, but
Mm-hmm.
Mally like that, bro. You
Yeah.
don't. First off, I think people just assumed maybe he wouldn't hit the ground running as fast because he reclassified.
Right.
He's supposed to be going into his senior year right now, for all intents and purposes. But he's a different type of animal. I mean, when the starting quarterback went out, he filled in, proving that he's not just a football player. He's an athlete.
Right.
Led them to a state championship game. I mean, turn on the tape. There's nothing he can't do. Deep threat, does dirty stuff in between the hashes. Crazy after the catch. Football IQ is through the roof. And
Yeah.
he worked. You know what I'm saying? He
Work.
worked.
Yes. Like, he works. He does things like, in what I think he only 16 already, like, showing
It's
up. Like,
crazy, fam.
that is crazy. Like, I'm hearing his name. Then we hearing about Kellen Wiley. It's like, is you really shocked by Kellen Wiley doing what he doing? No. Because once he bust on the scene, it was like he was right there. Definitely off that Norland game, it was like, whoa. And when I saw that, I'm
He
like, he
like
the best
that.
linebacker in the state. Off of one game. That's what I did. I said, best linebacker in the state.
Yeah, he like that, like that.
Yeah.
He ridiculous.
And yeah.
I'm
He was,
not surprised with him. I'm
yeah.
really not. He played on that Armwood defense last year that had
Mm-hmm.
dog at every position. There was a dog. So when you stand out on a defense like that,
Right.
like come on, fam, you standing out against other dudes that's gonna play on Sundays.
Right.
So when you prove you a guy around guys, nothing shocks me at this point.
At all. And it was just crazy. Then Elijah Lofton, who's shocked by that. He's a dog.
Yeah,
from
big
going, man.
season for him coming.
Yeah. This is his time. Then I'm hearing some things about Charles Brantley at the cornerback position. You know about JoJo.
Yeah,
It was crazy. I heard them boys had a great battle. And Hayden
that's gonna
Lowe,
be fun.
Hayden Lowe, good as advertised. Like,
That boy, dog, he looked like a junior.
yeah,
He looked like he ate a freshman. Like he is huge to be a true freshman
right,
and driven too. Like I think he gonna be special. I think because he's from the West Coast, he kind of
right,
went under the radar in our class a little bit. Like you didn't
right,
hear his name as much. I think he gonna turn some heads in the spring.
right. I believe so too. And another thing that we heard about in the spring, how you feel about my boy Amari Wallace getting that number 26?
The pressure that come with that is probably the only trepidation I have with it. But I mean, Amari Wallace is like that. Shout out to my co-host Joe. He's been saying it for the past year and a half that if he came out last year, he just started for us in the slot at corner. Like
Oh yeah,
people who know Amari like that.
oh yeah,
I think that's Crystal Ball's way of motivating as well. Yeah, he's known him
right,
since he was a youngin, so that could be his way of motivating him. I do understand some of the fan base that's like that should be our LSU 7, where that's
yeah,
reserved and handed out to somebody who's maybe
yeah,
an upperclassman. I understand that argument, but Amari has the chance to be special. I think that's Crystal Ball's way of maybe giving him a little bit extra motivation as well.
yeah. And I don't think Mario just giving it out to anybody. Like I think he saw something, he was like, yeah, you can go ahead and wear it. Like you really like that. You feel me? Like yeah, go ahead and get that number.
Yeah,
You got it.
because Mario, they understand the temperature of the fan base. I think a lot of people don't understand that about this particular staff. Like they actually
Right,
do understand the temperature of the fan base. So I don't think
right,
he would do something like that without understanding that he gonna have to answer that question in the press conference. But the
right.
second everybody saw it on him, it was like, all right, so we got to ask him about it because we're not just gonna let this slide. He got to
Yeah,
answer for that. So
yeah.
I'm sure he knew that was coming. And somebody like Amari, I guarantee you, he not taking that lightly either.
Nah, he ain't taking like if you look at his game, I mean, I look at him. He's physical, he's fast, he's a ball hog, but he's smart. It's like is he Sean Taylor? No, but is he a great player? Yes, he could be a great player. Like I see it in him. Like you said, he could have been a starting nickel for us last year, and he could play safety nickel. And then
Yeah.
and it's getting real. You know what, Chalupa? It's getting real nostalgic with these numbers because I saw Jordan Loud with number 2.
With
Carson Beck with number 11.
11,
I'm like,
I was like,
whoa.
hey,
I'm like, oh, they trying
hey,
to bring me back
man.
to them shorty days when I was a Jet, man. They try to take me
I
back,
thought that
man.
one was interesting. I was like, Beck with 11. I was like,
Man,
okay. I
he knows
figured he
something.
would, have a conversation with Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Anderson and get that 15 about him.
Uh,
But 11's an interesting one to pick, dog. Like that's
yeah.
that's an interesting one.
Like, is you telling me something without telling me something?
Yeah.
Like,
Are you trying to say something? Like,
yeah,
I
you
mean,
telling me something.
we got a 5 at receiver. We got a 9. He's not at receiver, but he's at tight end. We got a 2 at running back. We got an 11
Right.
at quarterback. It's getting weird.
Yeah,
it's
we got
getting weird.
Justice Scott with the 5 on, Xavier Lucas with the 6 on. It's like, ooh. Damari Brown got number 2 now. Popo
Now
with the
number
10.
2,
Man, Bryce Scott with the
Zaquan went to
10.
0.
Yeah. It's hey man. I'm looking at this and I'm like, hey, they bringing the feeling back. I ain't gonna lie. They bringing the feeling back with them numbers. I'm like,
It
that 11 caught my eye though. That
The
11 caught
2
my eye.
caught my eye because the 2, for some reason, I feel like the 2 for us and our color scheme, it hits different than any other jersey. I don't know why. That 2 for us, it just hit different. So when I saw
Right.
that 2, I was like, okay, that you know what I'm saying? Them big footsteps you stepping in. That's 6 touchdowns against Virginia Tech footsteps you stepping in, dog.
Right.
But he has that kind of ability. I think we all know Jordan Lyle is going to break out in a big way this year.
Right. And it's like him and Fletcher. Yeah, I can't wait to see that. Oh man. Only thing worrying me with Fletcher, and I hope he working on his ball security. That's it. Other than that, he's a bell cow type of back. So
I want to see them get involved in the passing game a little bit more this year.
mm-hmm.
I'd like to see both of them get involved a little bit more. I want some running back screens, especially not just this year, but going forward. Because with Pringle, you get him the ball in space is special. So he got about 17 limb highlights of screens that he didn't take into the house. So
What?
I'd like to see the running backs get involved in the passing game a little bit.
Yeah. Well, I got a question for you, my boy.
What you
So
got?
first, I'm gonna just start you off with a little softball. You know, who your favorite recruit in the 2026 class?
Overall, can it does it matter if he's committed somewhere or not?
We could do both.
All right. So one that's committed elsewhere that I wanted really bad. His
Mm-hmm.
name is Aaron Gregory out of Douglas County, 4-star receiver. I think for
Oh yeah.
Rivals, he's a
Oh,
5-star
that's like,
athlete.
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
committed to A&M.
yeah,
I first had him on the show. I think it was after his freshman or sophomore year. Just a great kid. Just a great kid, a ball of energy, football junkie, and a playmaker. Plays defense as well. He plays safety just because he can, just because he has the skills, but he's physical out there too. He's not just
all right,
out there trying to catch a pick and run from contact. And he's just one of my favorite young men. Like I got a lot of time for Aaron Gregory.
right.
But uncommitted in the 26 class, it's got to be Derek Cooper, man. The 5-star
Mm,
running back from Chaminade Madonna. Had him on after last season. He played both ways. He plays both ways. He plays safety. He plays running back. He actually wants to play both ways
yeah,
in college as well. And he's a beast, dog. At Chaminade, they split him out at receiver and just run routes and go balls with him. And he beats DBs. You can watch any highlight at these UX Next camps, one-on-one in any kind of passing situation. It's a highlight. He's physical. He can run over you, then put his foot in the ground and outrun the safety who has a good angle on him. He's that kind of special. Just one of those generational athletes. He just looks like an athlete and a great humble kid. Like he ain't one of those 5-stars that
uh-huh,
totes that around. Like he is the
yeah,
most humblest 5-star kid you'll ever find. He just loves ball. So it don't matter where he go, he gonna be a star. But I'm
yeah,
praying that we land him, man. He's
yeah.
special.
Like you said, another. I don't know how Chaminade do it, but they got another generational prospect. Ain't that's crazy?
Another one, dog.
Another
Another
one
one.
who ran.
He
He just ran
insane.
like a 4.49 in the 40. I
And
like,
he not small either, dog.
yeah,
Like and with all that speed, he'd
right,
rather run over you now.
right.
He'd rather run over you. So that's what I like about him. He has that versatility. He can run over you. He can run around you. He is a good DB. He's not just an athlete playing DB. Really good in coverage. He can play single high.
Okay,
He's an athlete. He is a true athlete. That's one we
yeah,
got to get.
yeah. That's one we got to get. I feel we in a good spot for him too.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah,
we
we're
in
in
a
a
good
good spot
spot
for him.
for
He
him.
loves Miami. He loves
Yeah,
Miami.
he loves man. All right. Now a little bit tougher question for you, since I know you love interviewing the kids.
Uh-oh.
Which one is your favorite? What would be your Mount Rushmore of interviews? Yeah, you got to pick it.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
I'm glad you gave me 4, fam. Because when people be asking me this, y'all gotta understand. When I be calling them my kids, they like my little bros. So it's like
yeah,
asking me to pick my favorite little brothers.
yeah,
Before I can do 4.
yeah.
First off, Cameron Bobby Pruitt. When I had him on, because we talked for about 3 hours. Y'all got about an hour and 45 of it. Because I was like, no one's hanging around for like we wasn't talking ball at one point. He was just
Right,
telling stories. So that Cameron Bobby Pruitt for sure is one of my favorites. Herbert Scroggins, because Herbert Scroggins told some stories that I didn't prompt, and I don't give them a list of things we gonna talk about before I have
right,
them on. He told some stories that like I'm choking up trying to be the adult in the room
right,
as he's telling stories about like how when he was gonna go commit, he had another visit planned, and we weren't even we were like number 2 for him at the time, but his grandma had just passed right before he took the visit. And she always told him, you need to go to a small school with small classrooms that still feel like a bit of a big atmosphere with a strong football program, but that does have a big academic side as well. He walked into Miami that day and he was like, this is what Granny was talking about. And he told that story, and it was just one of my favorite moments. So I got to go Cameron Bobby Pruitt, Herbert Scroggins, Luke Nickel, because I interviewed Luke Nickel 2 days before he committed, and I didn't know he was committing. I never asked them. I never asked them when they're committing. He just told me, like, are you dropping this Friday? And I was like, yeah. He was like, good. I was like, I don't know what that means. But so that blew up because he just committed. He committed like the day after that. And then yeah, bro, I had no idea this was I promise. Like, people still don't believe it. Like, no, you had to. I'm like, listen, I need y'all to understand that when we got done with that interview, I was trying to recruit him. I was like, all right, bro, like, well, I need you to come to the crib. And in his mind, he was probably thinking he has no idea. Because I never close off with asking them, like, hey, where you going? I just kind of keep it 100 and try to stay out their business to that extent. For my fourth one, the fourth one's gonna be hard. I'm gonna say Zaire Addison, the four-star offensive tackle. I had him on twice. I had Zaire on after his junior year, and then I had him back on after his senior year, right before he went to Oregon. And that's another one that he's like little bro, and he's just a great kid, a great interview. He's probably one of the first ones to like freak out about my background in the intro. Like when I started it, he was like in the camera, and I was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he was like, "Hey, that intro." He's like, "Run it again." Our relationship just kind of grew from there. And he's just a great kid. Like, you get to see a different side of them when you interview him. You get to see the person behind the pads, probably the stuff they don't always tell a lot of people. Like, he is a big nerd. We sat and talked about anime for about 45 minutes at one point. And then when we were about to do the second one, it took us probably 30-40 minutes before we hit record, because we just sitting there shooting the shit, talking about anime, talking about life and whatnot. So he's just a great kid. And it's hard to choose four, but those four, when people ask me about them, those are usually the four I talk about right away, because they're just my favorites.
And that Herbert Scroggins, was that the one where Joey had to make sure he let him know that he was the favorite player in his recruit?
So we ended up having him on You Heard, and he told the story again on You Heard. But Joey, he loved Herbert Scroggins, so I had to give him that lane, because I'm like, bro, he's been on you for the past 2 years. He's been telling you that you're his number one in the class. So sometimes I just be having to give them their props, because these kids see a lot of negativity nowadays. I don't think people quite understand the nonsense they have to see on Twitter, on Instagram, and all that. So sometimes it's just great to remind them that, you are him. No matter what Rivals or 24/7 or On3 says about you, like, you still are him. And I think that's the best part of the interviews is you get to see everything behind the ranking, throw the stars out the way. You just get to see this is a 16-year-old kid that loves ball. And we don't get to see that all the time on Twitter. We just get highlights and TikTok dances and that you form a weird opinion, and we forget, dog, this somebody's son that really at the end of the day just loves playing ball.
Right. And like you said, they human too. Like, so, people
they go through it, dog.
Yeah, they go through
the stuff we got to do in high school, they don't get to do. They don't go to parties. They don't go to dances. They don't, bro. If you graduating early, you're doing 2 years in one. Let me ask everyone in the chat. Y'all think you could have done your junior and senior year in 1 year? I'm talking. You got a class in the morning, you got an online class in the morning before you get to school, then you go to school, then you have football practice after that, then you go home and you do 3 night classes, and then during the summer you got to do 7-on-7, you got camps, you got visits, and you're taking summer classes so that you can make sure you graduate early. And some of these schools require you to take certain collegiate courses like Notre Dame, so you got to take those AP, those college courses as well. They sacrifice so much to be great at this game, and I don't think people give them the credit for that. We just hear, is he going to reclassify? We're forgetting that a lot goes into that. A lot goes into being an early enrollee. A lot of the things that we got to enjoy during high school, they will never get to experience, and they can't, especially nowadays when they're local celebrities. So they can't go out and play beer pong and get caught throwing up at a party because they're gonna go viral.
Right.
So they can't do that.
They
So,
can't.
and I think that side of it is the side the regular fans don't get to see, and that's why I like talking to them.
Right. That's why I'm glad you came here. You see how you broke that down, get personable. But you know what? Before we talk some more, let's get to a commercial break. What's good, Chasers? It's your boy 50. And here at Category 6, we are proud to be sponsored by Twinkle Beds. And they gave us a code to give y'all that give you 30% off. It's CAT6. CAT, the number 6. Yeah, that's right. You get 30% off. It's reusable. And they got luxury beds at affordable prices. That's right. Luxury beds at affordable prices at Twinkle Beds. You feel me? Twinkle Beds. And they deliver to in all 50 states. And another thing is that I would suggest you get the Twinklepedic bed because it's real comfortable. It helped me. Chiropractic recommended. But all they, beds are chiropractic recommended. But if you don't like that one, they got a 90-day window where you can return it or swap it out. So either way, you don't lose. You feel me? You don't lose. And another thing, you got a significant other, they're not going to leave this bed. That's how comfortable these beds are. They're not going to want to leave. So y'all make sure y'all go holler at Twinkle Beds and go get you an affordable mattress. Yeah, shout out to Twinkle Beds for sponsoring this video. The link is in the description.
That sound comfy?
Yeah, it is.
Hey, I was like, bro, that sounds comfy.
Yeah. And Mark, thanks for coming, subscribing. 50, what up, my boy? With the user. See that beard game. 100. Hey, man, I got to get it right. Play by the rules. Thanks for coming, subscribing. 50, I hear JoJo has handled himself as wide receiver 1. Malachi caught a TD. Yup, you heard it right.
Let's
they
go.
out there. He handled himself. I love what I'm seeing and hearing from JoJo. Because every time I see him, he look like he being a leader and all that. I got the files. Thanks for coming and subscribing. Shout out to 50 in Category 6. But 50, I saw KB out there doing drills with the wide receivers. Yeah, they lied to us. They were talking about he was going to Syracuse. That's what they told me. I be trying to tell you, the negative Kane fans, they lose. They lose. Like, I love dancing on their grave. Like, that's what I do.
People don't forget, dog.
Yeah. Shout out to Taco Bell also in his good work also with the fist. Look at this guy.
That's new. I ain't got that one yet. That one's new. That's new. I ain't heard that one yet.
Yeah. And we got 227 people in here on X and YouTube. If you're on X, you know what to do. Retweet and like. If you're on YouTube, you also know what to do. LSS. Like, share, and subscribe. Hit that like button to help with the algorithm. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. Hit that notification bell. Become a YouTube member. Yeah, y'all do that. And you know what? Like, share, and subscribe to Chalupa Batman channel too. Because this man is doing his thing. This is a hard-working man. And I just found out he older than me. Ain't that crazy? So this whole time, man, I'm like, bro, this young. Hey, I'm watching your video like, man, this young dude getting it in, man. I gotta, damn, what the hell I'm doing with my life? You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, it's the background. It's hard to.
But
it's hard to get.
I watch anime too, so it's just like. But I got you. You know. Oh man, another question
Houston, Texas,
for you.
keep me looking young, fam.
Yeah. Hey, everything bigger in Texas, I heard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So. Yeah. So let me ask you this. Since you watch a lot of film on these kids, you like aficionado in this.
Too much.
Who is your must get? Oh yeah, I told you, boy. You came to the right show. Yeah. But who is a must get in your eyes other than Calvin Russell this class?
Other than Calvin Russell.
You kind of talked about the running back for Chaminade.
Yeah, I'm gonna try not to mention him because I already mentioned him.
Right.
Tristan Keys, 5-star receiver, is just locked down to visit. He was here today.
Right.
Hey, that boy different. He different for
Yes.
real, for real. Yeah, y'all. The fan base has been complaining about not getting a top receiver, even though I will consistently argue that JoJo is a top receiver in his class. Uh,
Right.
that'll fix that from the fan base. Jalen
Right.
Waters, 4-star cornerback from Armwood.
Woo.
I think we need to lock that down.
Right.
He's given up something like 4 catches in the past 2 years. It don't sound real, but I swear it is. And
Right.
for that reason, I think we need to go ahead and lock that down.
Right.
Um, on the offensive line, Cannon Pickett is one
Woo.
I would love to lock down. I do not know how to say this kid's name right because I've only read it and typed it, but he's from IMG.
Oh, you talking about Kenya
Keeney.
Pepe?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Need
Yeah.
that. I need that. I need every bit of that and more. Jake Cruel from IMG Academy, 4-star edge. That boy is special, special. I would love to get him in this class. Um, I'm trying to think. Is anyone that Javion Mallory from West Boca, the 4-star running back from West
He
Boca.
just won
Let me
MVP,
get
didn't
him. Yes, he
he? Yeah.
did. Let me get him and Coop in the same class.
Oh man.
Let's we like to take 2 every year. So let that be the
Yep.
2 and call it a day. You don't need anything other than that in the backfield.
Right.
Um, I'm trying to think of anybody else that I would say is like we we need to have in this class.
I mean,
There's some
now,
defensive linemen that I'm not sure if we are going to get. So
mm-hmm.
because we play when it comes to the edge rushers and defensive line in general, we kind of been playing with the big boys the past couple years. I mean, if you look at the top 10 graphics we're on with some of these defensive linemen, even when it's Aiden Breland, when we lose him to Oregon that had, a top class. We
Right.
was in with Dylan Stewart, we were in with Colin Simmons. Like
Right.
we kind of swim in the deep end when it comes to the defensive line. So you're
Right.
obviously not going to land all of them, but so when
Right.
you shoot for the stars, you land on the moon, you end up with Cole McConaughey. So
Yeah.
it's good that we swim in those waters.
Right.
But a guy like Jake Cruel, he is insanely special. There's a real underrated kid at Bishop Gorman, Prince Williams. He's an edge
Mm.
rusher as well. Crazy bend, crazy get off, and crazy bend. I would love to land him. One more edge rusher, Shari Charles from Venice,
Woo,
I
from
think it
Venice.
is.
Yeah, Venice. Yeah.
Yo, yo,
Yeah.
hey, he ridiculous. Would love to would love to land that as well. So
Yeah, man.
those are a few. Obviously, we got the quarterback already.
Right.
We got arguably the best quarterback in Florida,
Right.
the best arm talent in the class. I'll argue with a wall. I'm not trying to
Right.
hear it. But what he can do with his arm, find me one other kid in this class that can do it. And I love a lot of quarterbacks in the class, but
Right.
nobody has Darion's arm talent. Period.
At all.
So I think we solid there. And Mirabal gonna clean up on the offensive line. We're in the top few schools for Cantrell. Yeah, we're always gonna be there when it comes to some of the top guys up front. But for the pipeline, I feel like we got to land Cannon Pickett, and I like landing 1 or 2 of those IMG guys.
Right.
Carr is another one, another 4-star offensive lineman from IMG that I feel like is high on that list too.
Yeah. Yeah. And like you said, the Cannon Pickett just off the legacy angle. And that's
Yeah,
why
give me everybody with a Pickett last name, dog.
like I wanted DJ Pickett. He chose to do what he did. It is what it is. You ever have second thoughts? We open arms. But hey, that
Yeah,
it is what it
slide.
is. Yeah.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. 2 out of 3 ain't
Yeah.
bad. And Cannon is a beast.
Yeah. George Blissett, thanks for coming in and subscribing. I did tight end Brock Scott look today. He is a beast. Look the part, my boy. He looks the part. That's how he look. Like, man, you want to know? It's like
That dude's special.
the
Dude's special.
evaluation of the tight end position. I can't name a time where we had trash tight ends. Like, I was trying to think, like, there's plenty of positions. I'd be like, I can name a time where we was garbage at receiver. Our running backs was a quarterback. Come on, we just now, you know what I'm saying, getting there.
Yeah.
But when it comes to tight ends,
We keep a
thank
tight
y'all.
end now.
We keep one of them. I don't
We
know how.
keep one of them.
I don't know how we do it, but we do it.
And he
Like,
ridiculous. He
yeah,
ridiculous. He's a 15 plus sack guy at DN too.
yeah,
Like Brock Shot is, and
man,
he can run. He physical. He like blocking too. Don't forget about the
man.
other kid we brought in, Luka Gilbert, who can block
Right,
like a left tackle. Like
right.
they bring it when it comes to tight end recruiting.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like but this Brock Scott, like when I watch this film, I'm like, wait, hold up. Nah, this man doing it all.
Incredible.
Like, hold up.
Yeah,
And then you know what I'm thinking?
incredible.
I'm like, dang, it's something about these Brocks and they name being that tight end. They just be special. I don't know what it is. Like, what's going on? And I'm just
He
looking at
low
the film. I'm
key.
just, hey, I'm vibing. Hey, don't say it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the style of play. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
I ain't trying to put no pressure on my dog. I'm just saying.
yeah. I'm
It's
just
there.
saying. I saw it too. I was like, I'm a vibe. I ain't gonna do it. So, because they gonna be like, oh, 50, you delusional. You said this, that, and the third. I ain't nah.
Watch the
Man,
huddle.
you what?
Watch the huddle.
Check that huddle. Like,
that huddle.
go watch that. I don't care what the competition look like. Go look at that huddle and you come back to me and tell me what did you see. Tell me what did you see.
That boy was cooking corners.
Like,
and another one that's humble. He humble, bro. He calm. He humble. You could try to get him to talk about himself. He won't do it. Like he's team first. He another dude. He just like ball. Like some of these dudes just so happen to be great. They're just good people. He's just a good person that just so happened to be a great football player. And like I said, could have been a 4-star on either side of the ball. If he decided he just wanted to play DN, and 1 year he had 20 sacks, he could have been a 4-star on both sides.
And that's what I'm saying. Even though I love him at tight end,
Oh, yeah.
I was looking, I'm like, man, can he be like reverse Travis Hunter, like tight end and DN? Like,
For real.
Like I started thinking it, looking at his film, like it was crazy. It was crazy. And they say he had a real good practice. So man, it just I love
in the room young, and you got a bunch of young dudes in that room. They hungry. Jackson Carver young, Elijah Lofton's still young. They hungry. Yeah. So we gonna see some good battles in that room because young and hungry in the spring, them boys, they gonna get it.
Yeah, like you're gonna see a good battle in that room, that DB room. Cause I'm looking at that DB room. I'm just like, somebody gonna have to play safety, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't know who. That ain't my job.
Gonna be, there's a lot of bodies. Somebody asked that too. So, but I love that. I love that we gonna have that competition in the DB room this year, though.
Right.
I love everybody got something to prove. Everybody got something to prove.
Something to prove. Everybody got something to prove. Kane Forever, thanks for coming. Cantwell, we need to secure that tackle spot for sure. Boy, you ain't lying, boy. You get that.
He ridiculous.
Like a certain someone gonna have to come to the altar by Mirabal. That's all I'm gonna say. And you know who I'm talking to, Bozo. You know who you are. Lito Kane, thanks for coming and subscribing. Blessings, fam. Yeah, blessings to you too, man. I appreciate y'all showing up and showing out. You know what I'm saying? Like I say all the time, I'm nothing without the chasers. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad my boy Chalupa showed up. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Celebrity himself.
I'm glad you. Come on now. This man says celebrity. When you the guest on the show, you're not the celebrity. I'm on a celebrity show. He tried to pass it on me. This category 6, fam.
Hey man, I see the edits, I see everything. I'm like, damn, boy, Hayes Fawcett in trouble. Boy, I'll be like, oh
god damn it.
Hey, I like, boy, Hayes Fawcett, boy, you better hope this man don't want to come take your money, boy, because you in trouble. You in trouble.
DMs just blew up. My DMs just blew up off that statement alone. I'm finna lock them down. I'm finna shut down the DMs. Close the things off. 50 finna have my DMs crazy.
Hey, man. Y'all want to edit? Y'all know who to holler at. Y'all know who to holler at. Oh, man. Another thing. That boy Mario was talking about on Carson Beck, he gonna be a part of the spring practice, some form of fashion. We already saw it. Even though he ain't throw. He looked, like I said, he looked great in that 11, man. He looked great in
He
that
out
11,
there.
man.
I like that he's at least out there getting his footwork down. Because
Right.
I would imagine he still want to do walkthroughs for new installs
Yeah.
and everything. He still want to be aware of everything. So I like that
Yeah.
he out there. The fact that he out there padded up let me know he ready to throw. Like he want to throw. That let me know he itching to be out there, which is good. You want that from your QB1. You don't,
Yeah.
if he'd have been out there in slides, we probably been like, hold up, is he further off than we think? But the
Yeah.
fact that he out there looking like he ready to go, he's still doing all the non-throwing drills. That lets me know he hungry. And another, like I said, a lot of people got something to prove. He got
Yeah.
something to prove. He didn't heard everything everybody said about him. He
Oh
got
yeah.
something to prove.
Oh yeah. He definitely heard. Cause contrary to popular belief, he out here hanging out with teammates. Ain't that what Fletcher said? Hanging with the running back. That's his boy. He an alpha too. Hanging with the receivers. I'm like, wait, hold on. But somebody told me he only came here for his girlfriend and this, that. I be, hey, more of the story. Don't listen to the bozos. Just
They forget he from here. Like
yeah,
he at home. He from
yeah, like
here.
like Jacksonville, Miami, like it's still Florida. So it's like he him wearing 11 just tells me too much right now. Like I'm still like surprised by that because like
I am
you
too.
know, yeah, I was like, yeah, you know what you did, bro,
When I
and you
first saw
sent
the
the message,
picture, I didn't see the caption. I saw the picture. I'm
yeah,
scrolling. I thought, all right, Ray got 5. Oh, Luke done
yeah,
put on 11. I was like, all right, I'm finna ask him what was that about. Was that
right,
deliberate? But then I'm
yeah,
like, damn, Luke looked tall. And then I read the caption, and I was like, oh, that's bet. Okay,
yeah,
all right,
okay,
Carson, what you what you
yeah,
trying to
I'm
tell me,
with you,
dog? What you
yeah,
trying to tell
like
me?
now I'm like, oh yeah, he about to
It
cook,
looked good on him.
yeah, and another thing, how you felt about the Canes at the combine?
I was proud of what I saw from everybody, man. I
Mhm.
wanted Cam to throw. I wanted him to throw, but I do understand why you don't throw in that situation because if your timing is off, you end up looking like Will Howard out there. So
Yeah,
you got to
Whew.
protect the asset, bro. You're your asset at this point. So you got
Matter
to
of fact,
protect that.
I'm glad you said it. Matter of fact, producer, play that Will Howard video for me.
Woo.
Ooh, wee. I'm so glad you said it. Where that Will Howard video? I know you got it. 'Cause yeah. Oh my.
Ugh.
Boy. Ooh, wee. Boy, Jeremiah Smith has saved this young man's life.
Oh.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
wee. And you wanna know what
He
that also
sailed
showed
that
me?
one.
Man, like, look at this. Like, this is a natty. This is a
Dog.
natty winning quarterback right here, man. That just shows you need a defense.
You need a defense,
You
especially
need a
into
defense.
see, and this is why as a quarterback, you just if you worried about the timing you're gonna have with your receivers and everything,
Yeah.
because like that's not a bad ball, but that's
Right.
bad timing. And it
Right.
looks bad. So I understand Cam not throwing, but X looked great. X is always gonna look great anytime they're gonna throw him
Right.
a football. Like
Right.
even when during the quarterback individuals, his hands are great. He gonna run Chris routes. Jacoby looked fantastic. I'm real proud of what I saw from obviously
Yes.
having 10 guys there, having more guys there. That's huge in recruiting. That's a good chip for Mario
Yeah.
to obviously advertise. But we watched these
Yeah.
dudes for the past 3 to 4 years, right? So you just feel so proud getting to see Jacoby on the field. You get so proud getting to see Mark Barron, and then you listen to how they talk. Even the
Right.
transfers. Listen to how Mark Barron talked about coming to Miami. Listen to what
Right.
Sam Brown said about coming to Miami. Sam Brown had a fantastic combine. But to hear
Yeah.
them talk about how impactful that 1 year was for them, and
Right.
for Barron to say, bro, if you are a transfer and you're not considering Miami, what are you doing? Like
Yeah.
for me, that speaks volumes, not just for the football, but for the
Right.
culture that's at Miami as well. Like he could have easily been up there and been like, yeah, I love my year there, but I'm really a volunteer because that's who
Right.
recruited me first. But he was like, nah, let me tell y'all how great my experience was at Miami.
Yeah.
That lets me know that that culture thing that Mario has been building for these past couple years is clearly it's a thing
Yeah.
now to where guys that are here for 1 year are speaking on it as if they came here as true freshmen. Like
Yeah.
these boys is caned out like they were true freshmen. So that
Yeah.
was one of my biggest takes from it was just hearing them in all their interviews and hearing how much praise they had for the culture and for the
Yeah.
staff here.
And that's another thing. With you being from Texas and Ken Ward being from Texas, right? It got me thinking, like, damn, he already had the mindset of a Hurricane. Like the way he was acting, the
Oh
shit
yeah,
talking. Like, oh my, I was not expecting that. Like, we were hearing about him shit talking in practice to Ruben Bain. Them like, huh? So it was just
because he a
like,
hooper. He a
right,
hooper, and you know hoopers talk. That
right,
he a hooper. So once I found out he was a hooper, I was like, oh, that's where that comes from. He
yeah,
grew up. He grew up on the courts. Obviously, probably when you good and you young, you play up. So he
right,
grew up having to listen to trash talk from probably 17-year-olds when he was 12.
right.
But yeah, he different. I think he a different he a different type of dog. We see it in the videos. He a different type of animal, man.
Yeah, he a different type of animal, and like he really is like that. Like it was just amazing to me. 'Cause I'm like, damn, man, we got to get some more Texas boys. That's all I
Yeah,
told me.
they build them a little bit different out here, dog.
Yeah,
They build them a little bit different out here, and a lot of them go to these programs that are they're pseudo get you ready for college programs, so they're built
right.
different. But by the time they get to ninth grade, their nutrition is already there. You know, they didn't start lifting in the seventh and eighth grade. They're a part of these programs that start building you from the time you're in the seventh grade. So yeah, that's why
Mm-hmm.
you get so many of these polished athletes. And football is a religion here. I know people say it everywhere, but you got billionaires that went to a high school that he don't pour all his money back to his college alma mater. He pours most of it back to his high school alma mater. So the high school stadiums end up looking like college stadiums when it's just for your local high school. Now the teachers don't make as much as the coaches do, but the coaches out here get cashed out. It really is a religion out here.
Yeah, and it's really that like that is really like crazy to me because when I seen it, and I only got a little glimpse of it like from what I see on TV and things like that. But like when you see it, you be like, wow, they put a lot of money into it. Hey, one of my favorite movies, sports movies, Friday Night Lights. So
Yep.
yeah,
It's like, and the crazy thing is, 50 people assume it's not like that no more. But I'm telling you, next year, when North Shore plays their first game of the year, Galena Park is shut down for Friday. The
mm.
signs go up, gone to the game. Like, just like on Friday Night Lights, dog. That
Right.
happens in 2025. The donut shop closed. It in this year. It's like that. The whole town is shut down. When Pearland has a game, essentially the whole town is shut down because everybody packing into that stadium, whether you went there or not. It's an event those Friday nights here.
Man, that
And
is
y'all
so
got that with Traz, and y'all know how that is
yeah,
out
yeah,
there.
yeah. We know how it is,
Yeah.
but like, and we got it. Like, we love football, but I'm talking about shutting down the whole city.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. It'd be
Don't get
crazy.
me wrong, the
It'd
little
be
league games, I'm
crazy.
not gonna lie, it be packed. Like big time games like Northwestern, it be packed. But I'm talking about, man,
Yeah,
it
it'd
is
be
fascinating to me. Like
playoff
as
games
much,
be it'd be standing
yeah,
room only in the playoffs. It'd be crazy.
yeah, yeah. But with that being said, let's get to another commercial break. What's good, Chasers? It's your boy 50. And at Category 6 Sports, we are proud to announce that we are partnered with MyBookie. Yeah, that's right. MyBookie has gave us the opportunity to give y'all a special offer, and they are matching up to $1,000 plus a $10 casino chip with this promo code CAT the number 6. Yeah, that's right. CAT the number 6. CAT 6. CAT 6. Remember that. Yeah, they matching anything. You put 500, they matching. You put 1,000, they matching. You put 1,200, they'll match 1,000, but that 200 is on its own. So yeah, y'all make sure y'all use that promo code that my bookie has gave us to give you. It's CAT 6. CAT the number 6. Y'all go get that. Shout out to my book for sponsoring this video. The link is in the description. CAT the number 6. And we got 305. Yeah, 305 people in here on X and YouTube. If you're on X, you know what to
Hey.
do. Retweet and like. If you're on YouTube, you also know what to do. LSS. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that like button. It's free. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. Hit that notification bell. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to Chalupa Batman channel. Matter of fact, make sure y'all follow him on Twitter, Instagram, wherever you can find this man. Yeah, make sure y'all tell y'all recruits to get them edits from him too. Yeah. Yeah, make sure y'all get all that. Yeah, we gonna help True Looper get even more up there. Cause he already a superstar. Glad he, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna be able to do anything after this. People gonna be asking me for booking fees and so they're gonna be like, "Hey, you was on category 6. How much?" It's gonna be ridiculous now. I'm telling you, the DM's gonna have to get closed.
Oh man, Battle Tester Kane, thanks for coming and subscribing. I know who's gonna have to play safety. That name rhymes with Omari. Damari, yes, I would, bro.
Yeah,
I would love for him to play safety. I would love for
that. It's gonna be like him or Lucas, right? Somebody got to move.
Right. I love Lucas. Got to move. Lucas looked like, he looked like that guy at corner. Damari Brown, yeah, he could play corner, but he's so big, bro. Like, I don't know.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
Yeah, I got to see it too. Yeah, like I'm right there with you. I got to see it. Like, that's a big boy. International Alchemist, thanks for coming and subscribing. Phil, love the show, brother. Chalupa Batman, love what you bring, Brody. Bobby Pruitt finna do numbers this season. Y'all boys keep bringing that juice. Grateful fan. Yes. Yeah, shout out to you for being a grateful fan. Because Kane's ungrateful need to get the hell on. They need to go find a team. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. Juan Rodriguez, thanks for coming and subscribing. Hey. Wow, 50. You got CB on for the Chasers. Yeah. Hey, I told you. Hey, man, we got stuff in store, man. Told you. Hey. Well, what can I say? Kane forever, thanks for coming. Great showing from all our Canes. Yes. Yes, it was a great showing at the combine for all our Canes. Like, they were doing their damn thing.
So Speaking proud of them, dog.
Like, matter of fact, we were talking about like the DB room and like the work that they got to do, like to pick the starters and all that. Matter of fact, hey producer, because they told us one coach was going to be here. Play that video for me. They told us a coach was going to be here. Yeah, they told us a certain coach wasn't going to be here. I'm like, huh? They were like, what?
Now, Will has hit my DMs and told me he's going to the NFL, man. So
very good. 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 Good.
Hey,
why would he DM you that information? That's the part we should have all jumped off at that point. We should have all jumped off.
Come on, man.
Me.
Cut
out of here. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Boys was crying. Boys was crying.
Like, come on, man. I knew he was lying off the gate. I kind of used to his Twitter shenanigans. Like, that's what he do when he roam. You know what I'm saying? Kush clouds and go enjoy life and all that. I know what he do. Like he be spending. He just love trolling. So I ain't even taking shit. I'm like, he just gonna get them in a frenzy and he just gonna get people on his ass like he always do because them Kane fans ain't gonna play with your ass. They on your ass. I'm looking at the timeline. Yeah, I'm looking at the timeline and just man.
Hey, they tore him. We got some of the best trolls in the game, dog. We got some of the best trolls in the game. Bro. Like other people's trolls are kind of funny, but
yeah,
we got some hilarious trolls in our fan base, bro. That are relentless. Like a lot of people don't have to troll because we have trollers. Like it's like, okay, if you troll me, I'm just waiting for Pierre to hit you. Like he finna hit you. I don't have to say nothing. He coming. I know he coming.
I just lit him back. Up. Yeah, I just sit back. I'll be like, yeah, there's some people. Then we got some trolls that just leave them alone because they taking it down. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Just leave them alone. They taking it down.
Yeah, they taking it down. Which is why I'd be like, hey, do y'all want to do this? Y'all really stay out my mentions, bro. Yeah. Somebody else gonna see this. Somebody else gonna see this. I can't protect you from what they say about your mama. I need you to stay out my mentions.
I be like, hey, please. Man. I just be like, hey, man. When the person say, hey, don't come at me. Hey, you said what you said.
So they see it.
Hey,
wow.
Hey, people love us out here. Hey, I'm just leaving it at that. They don't like y'all trying to play with our name. So hey, they just go hard.
It's a passionate fan base.
Oh man. Look all y'all. Will Howard looking like Wilma.
Dog. Oh, Will Howard, bro. That pro day gonna need to be prolific, dog. Oh my god.
Man.
Stay up, bro. If you in the chat, Will, go ahead and get off Twitter, baby.
What? I'll go over see y'all. Thanks for coming and subscribing. 50 with you say 50 salute. Yeah, man. Salute to you, man. Salute to you. Matter of fact, hey, producer, put that picture up there about the explosive offenses real quick for me. I want to talk to my boy about that. Talk to my boy about that. That was crazy. Look at that. The top 10 most explosive offenses in college football. They got us low. Is it because of returning production?
Damn. I was going to say they got us low. How they got us under OU, who lost everybody?
Yeah, that is a great question.
They lost everybody and got no offensive line.
Like, who was their receiver?
Oregon has an unproven quarterback. Dante Moore is supposed to be like that, but we ain't seen it.
Yep.
Clemson is not an explosive offense.
Yeah.
They're not an explosive. Penn State. Didn't they lose both of their receivers?
Man, their receivers was never good to begin with. So it's like, man, they had running backs. But yeah, that is crazy.
What
like
is this
only teams that I'm all right with being ahead of us, and that's barely. It's Texas and Ohio State. Rest of that should not be ahead of us.
Because we don't know what Dante Moore is going to look like in that offense, and they lost a lot in the receiving core as well. They lost their number one receiver.
Yeah. And I know since you being in Texas, how often do you hear about Arch Manning?
If he wasn't good, it would bother me more. but he looks like he liked that. If he wasn't, it would bother me more. It more so bothered me back in the Colt McCoy days. If I'm keeping a buck, those days bothered me more. But I need people to understand it's different down here. Like, when it comes to kids that grow up here, the only A&M has a big fan base, but if you know an A&M fan that doesn't live in College Station, they used to, or their parents went to A&M.
Right.
Kids just grow up. I live in Houston. I grew up in Houston. I grew up with people who were diehard UT fans and ain't never been to a game in Austin. They grow up wanting to be Longhorns first. It's not like in Florida where because you're in Jacksonville, you want to be a Gator. There's people in the Panhandle who don't care about Texas Tech. They root for Texas. So Texas is kind of first here. So they're everywhere, bro. You can't go nowhere without them. And they got the worst casual fans. Y'all think our fan base casuals are bad? Fam. Texas casuals are way worse because they only show up when they win. When they lose, and them boys are nowhere to be found. But let them be decent. Nowhere to be found. And real Texas fans will tell you that too. That them boys will come out the woodworks with an Arch Manning jersey on. But it's annoying. They're quite annoying. And obviously, because I'm not a fan of them, it's more annoying to me.
Right. That's how it was when I had stayed at Jacksonville for a little minute. I got tired of hearing about Gators. I'm like, ooh, and I could only imagine staying there now and just hearing about Lagway 24/7. It's bad enough on the timeline.
It's probably the worst. That's how it is here, though. You can't have a conversation. Even if I tell somebody, like, I cover college football recruiting, you know about that Arch Manning? It's like, he's not being recruited. Why would you bring him up? Like, why are you bringing Arch up? It's junior. What? Yeah. But it's because the buzz. Think about it. They haven't been great. I think people forget that Texas was mediocre and bad for a lot of years after that Colt McCoy run.
That's what I'm saying.
They got a little bit of a swagger back during these Quinn Ewers years, and so Austin is excited and loving football again, whereas them boys was in a bat cave for the past decade.
And they forgot where they came from because now they act like they just above us. Like, hey, we was cousins.
They swear they're an SEC team. I'm like, you've been there for 6 minutes. What are you talking about? No. 6 minutes. If this was an apartment, your lease not even up yet. What are you talking about? You got Big 12 recruits on your team. Like y'all were in the Big 12 last year. We remember. We were there. Like,
we were there.
Like,
Oh,
but that's how it is. You know how it is now. Once they get that SEC patch, schools act different. So
yeah. And it was funny because I was in spaces where a Texas fan told me, we ain't gonna do that. And it's now I'm here. SEC.
Yeah,
so
now
it's
now they rooting for Georgia. I'm like, what are you doing, dog? What are y'all doing? But that's the weird thing about that one conference. It's the only conference that does that. A team loses and they be like, yeah, but at least one of our teams in it. Like, but what?
Like,
how does that help you personally? What?
Like, you think I rooted for SMU and Clemson? I'm glad.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm happy y'all are there. Do well, but that don't help the U at all. Oregon wasn't like, I hope Ohio State win this thing. No, it's only the SEC schools that do that. Like Kentucky fans be like, yeah, but we won it this year. That's a very weak. Y'all didn't do it. But it's that weird. I don't know, man. That started during the Bama years because I think them bottom teams were like, we need to get some residual love for Bama's success. So let's just talk about SEC pride.
Yeah, and here we are, man. We got 372.
Not a lot of SEC schools even on here. If you look at this list,
it's only Texas and Oklahoma and LSU.
Mm-hmm.
Alabama too. Alabama. But
how do they assume this with Bama when we don't? Who's playing quarterback for them? Is it Mac? Is it Russell?
It got to be somebody, Mac or Russell. It got to be one of them because.
How you call them the most one of the projecting them to be an explosive offense? We don't know who playing quarterback.
Yeah, like SMU, I get why they on here.
They were explosive last year. I understand them. I don't understand.
Oklahoma should not be on here. Like,
no,
what was they? They should not be on here. That quarterback is like that.
Yeah, but they lost too much. That's crazy. He did. That's raw.
Yeah. And another
Carson
thing,
Beck has more passing yards than most of the starting quarterbacks on this list, dog. Well, what are we talking about?
Like, this is crazy. But that's life as a King fan.
Yeah.
Also, I saw Will Phone. He crystal ball your boy Javion Mallory to the U. So yeah, we need that in the backfield.
This man is a grown man, dog.
Yeah.
He is. So he's listed at 5'11", 200. He built like a brick house. Like he just built like a solid block. And he runs and he has the open field speed, which I think is real impressive for a dude who built like him. He built like a muscle. Like he just looks like one solid muscle of a person.
Right.
But he got that open field speed. So Merritt seems to like those guys. He seems to like punishing guys. You know, Jordan Lau, Mark Fletcher. Obviously, Pringle is a bit of a change of pace, but don't sleep on Pringle's physicality, though. He's short. He ain't small. He's just short. But it seems like they like those guys that can punish you and can break away from you. You look at him, you look at Cooper. Those are two guys that you can do so much with them in the backfield, and they're good receivers too. That man, you want to talk about adding to this class in a big way? That's a good one to add right there, boy.
Oh yeah, big time. The Sharks outfit. Thanks for coming and subscribing. Yeah, don't sleep on Clemson offense. I ain't sleeping on them. It does. They just wasn't that. They shouldn't be ahead of us. How about that? That's all that was.
Yeah, they got a good offense. They got my boy TJ Moore over there, but they're not explosive. When you think about Clemson's offense with Cade Klubnik, you don't think he finna blur us 6 times a game. You don't think that.
When you say TJ Moore, I just get kind of heated because I'm just like, he should be here.
Yeah. Don't get
he wanted to be here. I know he wanted to be.
Not 50. I get in trouble on You Heard for this. Do not get me started on last year's class and receiver. We
chased that ghost and we paid for it. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
That's what upset me the whole year, bro. It upset me the whole year. I was like, man, can we flip Wheezy or can we just lock in TJ just in case? And then if we do flip, we could drop somebody. Like, what? Can we just
or just let them figure it out on Green Tree? Like,
bring them all in, dog. I don't care.
That's all I was thinking too. I'm like, come on, like, just bring them all in. Like, TJ Moore is like that.
That one bothered me. Ryan Wingo.
KJ Duff is like,
you
I'm
done.
gonna stop.
KJ Duff.
I just sat back and watched, man. Where I was getting heated, man.
He had a good freshman season too.
Yeah,
a really good freshman season.
I was
Really
looking
good.
at-
It really touchdown in the bowl game. I think he scored twice in the bowl game actually. Yeah. Big fan of KJ Dove. That one hurt. 50 just ripped open some wounds, bro. he just ripped open some wounds, dog. That KJ Duff thing really bothered me.
Yeah, man.
Same with this year, the Cortez Mills, Nashawn Montgomery.
All right, Nashawn, I had to come to the all-time. I'm like, but then I had looked at it. I'm like, damn, he do play with quarterbacks that's not all that good, and he still be getting his. So it's just like, yeah, he like that. Cortez Mills, he that guy. I don't know what was going on right there, but it was more so. I like what we got though. That's the crazy thing. Like, Josh Lord, Upshaw, Malachi. I was looking at them like, can't really cry about that because I'm looking at what we got. I'm loving it. Like,
Josh Lord, crazy.
It was just, which is crazy to me because I was just more so upset of chasing that ghost in Jeremiah because I'm like,
yeah,
look at TJ Moore. Look at him. Like, all right, he's not Jeremiah, but 1,000 yards still equal the same thing. That's what I was thinking in my head. Like,
I wanted us, and obviously, like everyone else, I wanted him. I just never thought it was a possibility. So anytime anyone asked me who's your wide receiver one, I always said JoJo because I thought wide receiver one was off the board, and my wide receiver two in the class was JoJo. So JoJo was always my one. And don't get me wrong, Landon, JoJo, Chance, and Nye, those are three potential number one receivers. I just thought you could have had the fourth. You could have had TJ Moore or Ryan Wingo or the kid who went to Tennessee. So Staley. Yeah. That one bought, like, I wanted Kobe Howard in last year's class too, but that recruitment was a bit weird. Shout out to Kobe Howard. That's the homie.
Right, man. I'm just looking at that and it's crazy. Wait, hold on. Let me get this bozo up here real quick. Trim, thanks for coming and subscribing. I'm chasing that goes 10-10. See what I'm talking about, bro? These dudes
I know you get the questions. Because I get them every time the portal open. I know you get them because I get them.
Yeah, man. Like, come on. I get tired of hearing about that, man. Like, he's not coming back. Anthony Mazzono, thanks for coming and subscribing. CB, by chance, did any big quarterbacks from 2027 visit during spring practice?
Today, I don't believe so, but the 20, well, no, he's a 28. Mons is a 2028. Zach Katz will probably be down there at some point. I know Trey Taylor took us out of his top schools, but I think they're still recruiting him, so I wouldn't be shocked to see him down there at some point. Other than that, it's a couple of 28 kids that are in the area that we want to make sure get down to spring. We want to make sure wonderful Champ Mons over there at Vero gets down there. We want to make sure Neiman Lawrence makes his way down there as many times as possible. I want to give him a suite if it's possible and legal. But in 27, it's Zach, who I think is at the top of their board. From True North. Was that Chaminade a little bit too?
What about the quarterback from Louisiana I saw, who go to Brock Berlin high school that he actually coached?
One?
Got his name. It escaped.
Oh, hold on. Is it Malachi Ziegler?
I think that's his name. Yeah, I think that's that got to be his name. Matter of fact, let me look.
I wonder how we gonna do in Louisiana now. We don't got that pipeline no more with that Raging Cajun. we don't got that pipeline no more. I wonder, but we do pretty good in the South usually. So I wasn't Malachi Ziegler.
It wasn't Ziegler.
It wasn't Ziegler.
Because this dude, the quarterback I'm talking about, I don't even think he was ranked. But when I looked at the film, it didn't matter. I'm like,
I gotta know now.
This dude is balling.
I gotta know that. Hey, even if it's after this show, 50, you better send me this dude. I'm gonna be losing my mind trying to find this quarterback.
I'm trying to find him now. Wait, don't even worry about it. I'm trying to find him now because it was like it was great because he go to the same high school that Brock Berlin went to. Like, bro, he was not even ranked, bro. He was like,
I thought
that.
Dawson's
Damn,
from.
what was
Is
his
Dawson
name?
from? I thought Dawson was from Texas. He is from Louisiana,
Dawson
isn't he?
from Louisiana. Yeah,
He is. He from Clinton. Yeah, he from Louisiana. I think I figured he was from
Yeah.
Texas because of the coaching, because he coached at U of
Because he
H
went to
or something.
Houston. Yeah, because he went to
Yeah,
Houston.
yeah.
Damn.
Who is this quarterback? This gonna drive
Boy,
me crazy.
was it? No. It couldn't have been Elijah Haven. Was it?
Is it?
Nah, it wasn't Elijah Haven. Nah, because that's a 5-star. Nah, it wasn't him. It wasn't him.
Yeah, he's a 5-star.
Yeah, he a 5-star. It was another guy. I had just damn.
That would have broke this would have broke the internet. We'd have known. We'd have known if the 5-star visited. That would have broke the internet real quick.
Yeah, that would have broke the internet. Wait, hold on. Let me go on my phone real quick. I got to see. Hold up. Don't even worry. I don't know what this guy doing. I don't know what you doing, but you got to go down, sir. Wait, hold on. I gotta find this because before we even leave, I gotta find this. I got to find this.
We on here now. I'm on Twitter too. Is it Aiden Robinson? No.
It was damn. It's so crazy because I was looking at the film. I'm like, damn, I'm talking about he throwing dot.
Is it Peyton Houston?
Yes.
Hey, he has a hose, dog.
Yeah.
He has
Eddie
a
Mazzano. Okay,
cannon.
Yeah.
I just watched this kid like last week. He has a cannon.
Yeah.
Yeah, he nice.
Yeah,
he
like
nice.
I was looking at that, I was like, oh damn, I say, oh, he's like I said, oh, Dawson with 6 foot and 6'1" quarterbacks, he finding diamonds. Like, oh my, like, because I'm looking at this, I'm like, oh, he throwing dots, and I'm looking at the numbers, I'm like, oh, these video game numbers. What is he doing out here? Like, this ain't even fair.
So, if for those of y'all that are curious, so last year, 5,170 total yards, 45 touchdowns. He broke a record with 817 yards in one game. He had the state record for passing yards in a year with 4,400. First team all district, 4-team all prep, first team Louisiana all state, max prep sophomore all American. He got every accolade you could possibly want.
And he's not ranked.
And he's not ranked yet. which is a little crazy if you ask me.
It's crazy. It's
crazy.
Super crazy to me.
It's a little crazy. I wonder why. He in Shreveport, so he not in a small city.
Yeah, like
he not in a small city. Oh, they gonna find out about him. You don't put up them kind of numbers quietly. They gonna find out about him.
I'm just so glad we own him. I'm glad we are on him.
I like being on him early. That served us well with Luke Nickel. We was on Luke before everybody else was, before the blow up, before the state championship ring. We was on him, and that paid dividends because when people started calling that senior year, he was already like, y'all wasn't really on me back then. Like, nah, I'm good. I've locked down mine. So when Georgia was silently like, hey, bro, what's up? He was like, nah, we good. I'm good. I'm committed. Y'all good. So I like that we get on people early. Yeah, hey.
You see, thanks for coming and subscribing for boy. He talks like LSU hiding them. LOL. They tried to.
You can't hide this for that long. If y'all ever seen him throw football, I'm telling you, go to his page. You can't hide that for that long.
Y'all gotta go look at that huddle like this, man. I'm like, who is? I'm like, Houston. I'm like, okay. I'm going to watch it. I'm like, okay, the unranked. And then I'm like, damn. Okay. We got something.
It's Dot City. Yeah, it's Dot City out there. He nasty. Yeah, he another one. So he was there this week. He was there today, it looks like. Which is, again, like 50 said, when you can get them in early, when you can get them seeing the offense early, it's a big deal. Yeah, so So it's us, Florida State, Oklahoma so far that look like they're on him quite a bit.
Florida State, what y'all got going?
That's gonna be interesting.
Everlasting TV, thanks for coming and subscribing. What's his name? Peyton Houston.
Peyton Houston.
That boy
bad.
Ron Rodriguez, thanks for coming. Brock Berlin called us. Hey, so hey, that's what hey.
As
that's
he
why it's a
should.
brotherhood.
As he
That's why it's a
should.
brotherhood.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. That's why it's a brotherhood.
Thank you, sir.
Matter of fact, we got 429 people in here. Chalupa, let them know where they can find you, my boy.
So you can find me on Twitter or X or whatever people call it. I will never call it. I just keep calling it Twitter because I'm old, I guess. It's at CB the plug. It's at CBTHA plug because I'm your go-to for recruiting and everything. I'm the plug when it comes to recruiting. Instagram the same, CB the plug, CBTHA plug, like Big X the plug, but CB.
Yeah,
it worked.
right.
On YouTube, CB_recruiting. So it's simple. It's just CB_recruiting. That's where you'll find all my interviews, all my live streams. Anytime we have a commit, I go live, usually like the next day, so we can watch their huddle together. Because a lot of fans don't be watching huddles like us. So it's dope to just have everybody hang out, watch somebody's huddle. And I'm on the You Heard Pod every Sundays and Wednesdays. So check us out on the You Heard Pod. And yeah, if you follow me on Twitter, you're gonna see me on your timeline. I tweet way too much, so I apologize ahead of time. But if you're interested in recruiting, then I'm your plug for recruiting.
Oh yeah, he is the plug, and I'm glad he ain't being modest. Cause yes, he is the plug. I go to him quite often, and I will be hitting him up in the DM. I will be blowing him up. And we got 435 people in here on X and YouTube. If you're on X, you know what to do. Retweet and like. If you're on YouTube, you also know what to do.
Smash that like button.
What? LSS. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that like button, help with the algorithm. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Like I said, we're gonna keep giving you that content. I'm glad my boy Chalupa showed out.
Thank you for having me, fam. Anytime.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? When you get to be on special shows like this, it's a blessing. It's a you thanking me, I should be thanking you. It's a blessing to be on here, man. Big fan. You know, I'll be in all your spaces. I'm a big fan.
Yeah, man.
I've been trying to hide in the space, and they be pulling me up. I'll be in there trying to hide, trying to duck. They be like, "Hey, come up here and talk." I'm like, "Man, I'm just trying to hide. Listen to y'all talk."
Yeah, hey, you know what I do? Thank God for the anonymous. That's all I be doing. You can't bring me up.
I need to do that sometimes. But if you be dirt, y'all be, hey, come talk. I'm like, come on, man. I'm just listening.
Well, yeah, man. I like to appreciate the Chaser for showing up and showing out. You know, I'm nothing without y'all. Y'all show love. But that's gonna be my time. Go Canes and peace.
What was it like when Miami was on top? Nico, it was an entirely different world. When Miami ruled college football, I'm telling you right now, it was a different vibe than when any other program.